You feel it before you can name it. You start a sentence, and they cut across it like a blade. Not loud, not always rude, just timed. They steal the air, then look at you as if you were slow for needing it. Stay with this feeling, because interruption isn't only bad manners. It's a strategy. In psychology, interruption is a micro-domination ritual, a fast way to rank the room without announcing you're ranking it. Their words aren't just information. They're a claim. Asterisk, I decide what matters. I set the tempo. I control the meaning, asterisk. And your nervous system hears that claim. Your emotions tighten. Your thinking stutters. You start editing yourself mid-sentence. You shorten your point. You soften your certainty. You hand them your confidence one small stupka at a time. Watch the habit closely. People who interrupt to feel superior rarely do it because they have more to say. They do it because they can't tolerate the moment where you are the center. Your voice creates a tiny stage. And for them, that stage triggers an old threat. If you're heard, I disappear. So they rush in, not to communicate, to interrupt your existence. This behavior often tracks with insecure status seeking, what researchers tie to dominance displays and fragile self-esteem. They confuse power with speed. They believe the quickest speaker is the smartest. Their brain has learned a cheap equation: talk over equals win. It's not confidence. It's anxiety wearing a suit. Notice how they interrupt most when you sound clear. When your point has shape. When your story is about to land. That's when the internal alarm goes off. If you complete the thought, you might become persuasive, attractive, respected. And in their private economy, respect is limited supply. So they inflate. They correct your details. They finish your sentences. They translate what you meant. They perform understanding while denying you the right to be understood. In relationships, this habit is poison because it rewires roles. You become the provider of openings. They become the closer. You bring the raw material. They take the credit. Over time, you stop sharing. Not because you have nothing inside, but because your body learns, speaking here costs too much. And here's the street philosophy. Interruption is a test. If you surrender the floor, you teach them that your boundaries are negotiable. If you fight, they label you sensitive. Either way, they try to set the frame. I'm above you, and you'll react inside my rules. So you need a different move. Not aggression. Precision. You pause. You hold eye contact. You say calm and flat, let me finish. Then you continue exactly where you were. No apology. No smile to dilute it. Your communication becomes a spine. This is not about winning a conversation. It's about restoring your own internal hierarchy, where your thinking is allowed to complete itself. Because real understanding requires continuity. The mind builds meaning in sequence. Interruption breaks sequence on purpose. It turns dialogue into sport. And the irony? The person who interrupts you to feel superior is usually terrified of silence. Silence is where their status tricks die. Silence is where they might have to face the simple truth. You don't have to dominate to be real. When you stop donating your attention to their need for control, something shifts. Your confidence stops leaking. Your emotions settle. Your words lengthen again. And suddenly, their superiority has no stage. Just a habit exposed in the light.